Good morning children. Welcome to the science class. Today we shall begin with a new chapter, Conservation of Plants and Animals. Children, conservation of plants and animals is a very important topic nowadays because you know due to deforestation, due to loss of biodiversity, animals are losing their habitat, plants are being destroyed, and it is very important. In fact, it's our duty to conserve these plants and animals. Otherwise, our future generations will be suffering because of our deeds. Conservation means protection and preservation of the resources which we are having so that they can be used in future also. Conservation plays a very important role in maintaining the biodiversity. Today in this video we are going to understand some of the terms related to this topic, conservation of plants and animals. So let's begin with the first term, biodiversity. Here bio means life and diversity means differences. Our earth is full of different types of plants and animals, microorganisms and so many different species and all. So biodiversity means the variety of plants and animals found around us. Second is habitat. We have studied this word before also in class 6. Habitat means the natural environment where a plant or animal lives or is found in nature, where it can obtain its food, where it is safe and can exist. Third is flora. These flora and fauna both are very important terms in the wildlife. Flora means the variety of plants found in a particular place. Like for example, in the deserts there are baboon, cactus and other thorny bushes and all. So that's the flora of that desert. Fauna means the variety of animals found in a particular region. Then comes the next term, that is species. Species is the smallest unit of the classification. Species means those organisms which are having permanent similar characters. These organisms can interbreed, means they can reproduce among themselves. For example, human beings are one species, cows are one species, Asiatic lion is one species, right? So species means those organisms which are able to interbreed or reproduce among themselves and they have permanent similar features or characters. Now, the next term is endemic species. The word endemic species means those species or those plants and animals which are found in only one particular geographical region. They are not found anywhere else. Means they are not commonly found everywhere on the earth. They are only located or limited to a particular region. Like for example, Asiatic lion is found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat. One-horned rhino is found only in Assam. Right? Lemurs, you find lemurs only in Madagascar. So these animals are endemic to that particular geographical area. So endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found only in one particular geographical area of the earth. Next term is extinct species. Extinct means no longer found now. Their species is finished, not a single organism of that type is found on the earth. Because of the loss of biodiversity, loss of habitat, cutting of the forest, change in the climate, so many organisms have been washed out from the earth. Their whole species has been destroyed not a single member of that species is found on the earth. Such species are called extinct species. You must have heard about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs existed long time ago, but now you don't find any living dinosaur. You can only see them in the movies, in the cartoons and all. The woolly mammoth, which was quite closely related to the elephant, but much bigger than the elephant. They had longer tusks and woolly covering on their skin. These mammoths also existed long time ago, but now you don't find any mammoths, only you can find their fossils. Tasmanian tiger. This organism was found in Australia, but now there is not a single member of this species living on the earth. Dodo. That was also one of the extinct birds. There are still many organisms which form the list of this extinct species. Not only animals, but there are many plants also that are no longer existing on this earth. Next comes the endangered species. The word itself shows that they are in danger. Their number has reduced so much that if they are not protected, they will also become a part of the extinct species. So those organisms which are under very high risk of being extinct, their number has reduced too much. Those organisms come under the category of endangered species, like the Bengal tiger, blue whale, Nilgiri tahr. These are some of the organisms which are endangered. Then we have two more vulnerable species and threatened species. Vulnerable means their number is also reducing and they are at a high risk of being extinct, or at least they are at a high risk of being endangered. Soon they also will be a part of this endangered species if they are not protected. Threatened means they are also in danger. Their number is reducing fast and they may also become endangered. So children, these are some of the terms which are related to this chapter, conservation of plants and animals. We will be often using these terms in our chapter, and I hope this video will help you to understand the meaning of these terms. Do go through the chapter carefully and try to understand it. Take care of yourself. Happy learning. Thank you so much for watching.